Hey guys, it's Tiana. Today we're going to be making our own extensions. So the first thing you're going to need is your hair. Any hair that comes in a weft. So it can be human hair, it can be synthetic, or it can be a human synthetic blend. I'm using real human hair. The reason is because you can style it or dye it or anything you can do to real human hair. If it was a human synthetic blend, only some of the hairs would take to dye and the others would just be the color that you bought it in, because it's like plastic and the dye won't soak into it. Another reason is when you style it with heat, the ends may become burnt or singed, or they even will melt. So the first thing you're going to want to grab is thread. I just got this at Sally's. It's really durable. It's made specifically for extensions. The second is a clip. The third is a needle. I have a curved needle because that's just what was on my string from the last project, but you could use straight or curved. And then also clips. I use the large clips because my hair is pretty thick, and I use the blonde ones so they match the color of the extension. Next, you're gonna wanna take your weft. I cut mine already, so it's pretty short, but you measure it to the size you want it, and then make sure it's straight. There's an inside and an outside, so the first side is the one that we want to be pointed in because it has less threading at the top, and the nicer side you want to be pointing out. We're gonna make it too thick so we don't have to put as many in. It just makes it look nicer and makes your hair fuller. Once you have both of your wefts cut to size, you're gonna wanna lay them on top of each other. You're gonna wanna make sure both sides are facing the same way. So the prettier side on one and the prettier side on the other are both gonna be facing the same direction. Once you have that done, it's time to sew them together. Each side will have one clip, and you don't want them to sag in the middle. Make sure the thread is doubled and at least twice the length of your weft. We also don't want the knot in the thread to show on the outside, so we're gonna go ahead and start from the middle. You're gonna go in through the middle one and out of either side. You're gonna make sure they're still matched up at the end, and then you're gonna do one that goes over and then back through. It's gonna go through the fabric, then up and over to the other side, and then through the fabric, and then back again. You're gonna wanna keep doing this all the way through to the end. So you're gonna make a spiral. Make sure when you're pulling each stitch through that you're not getting any of the hairs caught in it, because once you're at the end, it will look really messy and it'll be frizzy at the top. I keep each of my stitches about 1/4 inch apart. This part is what takes the longest. I like to make sure that the spacing of each stitch is even so it looks consistent, but it's not that big of a deal because it will be under your hair anyway. So once we're getting closer to the end, it's going to be time to put on the first clip. You want to make sure that your thread ends up on the ugly side. That will make sure that you can secure the clip to the right side. You want the clip on the ugly side, so the nicer side is the side that faces out. Make sure when you grab the clip, you put it on so the clip part is facing towards you and not towards the hair. When you go to sew on the clip, make sure you start with the hole in the very top corner that lines up with the side of the weft you're doing. So start by putting the thread through that hole and then crossing over and going around the back to the second hole. Go through that hole and then back up and over to the other side and through the next hole. And do that till the last hole on the clip. Then when you're done with that, you're gonna wanna go the opposite way. So start making an X pattern across the top when you go diagonally and go all the way back to the other side of the clip. Make sure that you're not pulling the thread too tight so that you can still open and close the clip properly. Now that you've gone over the clip twice and gotten back to the same side you started on, you're gonna wanna put the needle through the hole and then not quite through both wefts. You're gonna go through one weft and then out the side. This will make sure that when you tie the knot, it won't be visible. You'll want to tuck the knot between the two wefts after you're done tying it. So now that we're done tying that knot and tucking it between the two wefts, we're done with this side. Now we can go ahead and move on to the second clip. This extension only needs 2 clips because it's not as wide as some are. Sometimes you need 3 to 4 clips on each extension depending on how wide they are. Now you're going to repeat how we sewed on the last clip. It's always a good idea to keep brushing the hair out to make sure that you're not sewing any of it into the top. This makes the top look a lot nicer and is a lot cleaner. After you finish sewing in the last clip, this extension is done. Then you can move on to the other sizes that you need for the rest of your head. It's always a good idea to measure them and cut them first so you know how long each extension needs to be and how many you can get out of each bundle. I'm just gonna finish this one up. Again, make sure you go across the top in the X pattern. This will make sure that they're extra durable. I used a clip to hold the 2 wefts apart while I was trying to tie the knot, so it was easier to tuck it in. I hope this helped you guys if you were wondering how to make extensions at home. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Once you're done tying the knot on the second clip, your extension is done. Congratulations! This is what it should look like when it's all finished. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!